Hi, I'm Susan and of Midlife Prime Yoga, and welcome to day 9 of your flexibility challenge. That is so awesome. I'm so excited that you have made it to 9 days, and today we're going to work a little bit more on what is called the fascia in our back. So that means that we'll be holding a little bit longer than we typically have. So let's get ready. We'll start out in child's pose first. We'll do some stretching there, and then we'll move to our back. And these stretches are just absolutely awesome, and you will love that. You'll be able to use this any time of the day, anytime you have any back strain or needing something for your muscles. So, are you ready? Let's go. Let's come up into child's pose. Child's pose is coming onto your hands and knees to start with. And be sure to place a blanket or support for yourself underneath your knees and your hands and your back. When we come onto our back, it will just feel so much better. All right. Now we're going to send our glutes back towards our heels. Breathing in, come on back. As you come back, exhale fully. So your belly is going to kind of be on top of your thighs. If that is uncomfortable, bring your knees out to the side a little bit and then bring your toes together. And then just let your belly come down. And we're going to change that for a moment, but let's just start out with this direction. And allow yourself to breathe anytime you need to take a break and reset. This is an awesome pose for that. All right. Now as you breathe in, let's just come up a little bit and move those thighs back, those knees back in together. Stretching your arms out in front of you. Now this is where you're going to find your stretch, and you're going to get it nicely right in underneath your armpit, along the side of your body. And see how far you can stretch those fingers out and lift up onto your fingertips. And breathe. Now, this is one of my favorites. So let's bring your left hand off to the side of your mat, off to the left side, or just move it to the side if you don't have a mat. And then take your right hand, bring it up towards the edge of your mat, and find that nice stretch right there in that side body. Now lifting your armpit and peek underneath. Breathing deeply. Let's do this here for about 4 breaths. 3 and 4. Coming back to center. Moving that right arm off to the side of your right side, taking your left hand, coming up to the edge of your mat, onto the right side, left hand to right mat, and exhale fully. Peeking underneath, lifting that armpit, and peek underneath. They say it's kind of like peeking underneath your bed. Hold this for 4 breaths. Practice your breathing. And inhale, come back up to center. And let's do that again. Take your left hand off to the side, stretching out about where your shoulder is, and taking your right hand, place it to the left side. Bring your head down and peek underneath, lifting your shoulder, lifting your armpits. And breathe. This time, let's go up to 6 breaths. 3, 4, 5, 6. And come back to center. And take that right hand all the way out to the side, left hand up towards the corner.
Bring your head down, peek underneath, lift your armpit. And 6 breaths. 2, 3, breathe at your own rhythm. 4, 5, and 6. And lift up, can bring your arms back up to center, stretch them out, bring your head down towards the middle between your arms. Try to push your glutes farther back, stretching long. Just give that spine some space. Push your head up towards the end of your mat. Very good. Now just relax. Bringing those arms, bring that head down as much as you can. Or if you need to, place your block underneath. That works. And bring your arms down to the side, or you can place them in front of you. Lots of options here. And breathe and reset. Awesome, very nice. All right, now let's move to our back. And you can come on whichever direction of your back works best for you. I'm going to switch around. All right, you can come down however is best for you. Probably the best way is just come down and work with your body. You can also lay on your side as you come down and then roll over. Get into position. First of all, find your foundation. Always know your connection with the earth. And breathe. Let your shoulder blades settle. All right, now we're going to bring our knees up towards our chest, just like we were in child's pose. So this is the opposite, on doing the same thing, only on your back. So previously we were on our belly, now we're on our back. So bringing those knees up, and bring them, excuse me, as close as you can. Wrap your arms around as tightly as you can, whatever works best for you. If this is all that works best for you, then that's great, that's fine. You feel a nice stretch in your low back. Trying to keep your shoulders to the earth. I'm watching the rain on my ceiling, through my glass ceiling, part of it anyway. Just taking time to enjoy the beauty of what nature gives us. Very thankful, very grateful. When we're working with fascia, we want to hold a little longer. Continue to breathe. All right, now let's bring our knees out about a 90-degree angle, or you can keep them bent down, whichever is best for you. Now taking your block, and you can either use it as a stop for you when your knees come down, because at first it may not feel too comfortable. Or you can just use it as a guide. Bringing your arms out to the side. We're going to breathing in. Exhale. Bring your knees down. Try to keep them as even as possible. Your hip is going to come up off the floor. And we are coming down pretty far, but like I said, use your support, your block, your pillow, whatever you have. Because the most important piece about this is that we're going to hold it. And breathe. Turn your head the opposite direction as your knees. And breathe. 3. 4. 5. 6. Hug those abs. Breathe in. Come back up to center. Take your block or your support if you need it, and switch sides. Bringing your hands out to the side, palms up, place your fingernails into the earth, and exhale. Bringing your knees to your left, and your head, turning your face towards your right. And breathe. Making sure that your arms are about shoulder height, if that's comfortable for you. If not, feel free to lower them down. Just do what's best for you. That's the awesome thing about yoga, is that when we learn to pay attention, we get a lot more work done. Doesn't mean we don't work, we just get a lot more done. And if you want to, you can hang out here in a little bit and block, and then you can lower your block, come down a little bit more. It's going to lift your hip a little bit higher. Onto the side, you're going to get a little bit more stretch here in the side body. Then breathe. You can also take your knees and point them at a different angle. And lift up, come off of that, and then come down, which is going to give you a totally different stretch. Very nice. Bending those knees, your feet are almost up to your thighs, and then your hips are up, and your knees are pointed down at an angle. And breathe. Just choose what's best for you. You can always start out at one level and move to the next level. All right, let's bring those knees up, hug those abs in. Let's do this to the other side. All right. Find my block. And release, come down. Do about 4 breaths at this level. Turning your head the opposite direction. Keeping those feet flexed. That will keep protection for your knees. It will also keep your calves activated. We want to do work. We're multitaskers, remember? That's what I think is so awesome. All right, so now I'm going to lower this down a little bit more. Coming down. Four breaths. Now I'm going to lower it all the way to the floor, and this time I'm going to angle my knees down. So we're going to make an angle. We're going to bring them all the way towards the floor, and watching your top knee. You try to keep them as even as possible. If not, stick that block back underneath there. But you can still make an angle. That will still give you your stretch. Again, turn your head to the opposite direction. And hold. Hopefully you can hear this rain. It's just absolutely awesome. We have some crows out there singing to us. Just a very beautiful day. And when you're ready, turn your head back, bring your arms down, and breathe in. Hug those abs, bring those knees up. Beautiful. Come back into center. Take your hands and bring around your legs again and hug tightly. This time making sure that your shoulders are down and press your head back into the floor. Keeping those feet flexed. All right, so on this move, we're going to do a little bit more twisting in almost the same type of fashion, but there is some deviations here. There are some differences. So let's bring our right leg down. Then we'll take this left foot and swing it over. So we're going to come all the way over, and you can choose how high you want to make it. You can choose to bend your knee, or you can keep it straight. And it's going to kind of angle a little bit. And again, use your support, use your block. You can place this down right to there if you want to start with. And then taking your right arm, I'm going to stretch it up above, and your left hand's going to come out to the side. And turn your head towards your left hand. Now, you might be able to feel that right here in this glute area, which is kind of cool. So, starting out at this level, if you'd like to, you can certainly move that and come down a little bit farther, bringing your hip up a little higher. Push your heel out, give a little bit more of a stretch. Stretching that right leg out, push out with your heel. So this is very active, we're not just lying here. And breathing deeply and holding. Starting out with 4 breaths and then release, switch sides. Doing it again at 6 breaths, 8 breaths, 10 breaths. The more you do, the longer you'll be able to hold. And bend that knee. Breathing in, come back up to center. Take your hands onto that knee. Bring your right leg back up. And stretch out the left leg. Find that stretch in that area. It's a very nice psoas stretch. Lift up the left leg. You can come up as high as you wish, or wherever it's comfortable. You certainly can bend your leg, bend your knee. Bringing your left arm up, straight up above your head, taking your left hand out to the side, or let's get our support with our leg and head it over to the other side. And you can come out at an angle, straight down. Or you can bend your knee. Bring your right arm out, left arm up, and turn your head, face your head towards your right. So your head will turn the opposite direction as your foot is going. And just hold your support. Sure, if you need something underneath there, put it there. And if you wish to go a little bit farther, feel free to do that. Don't let my plants are in my way. Stretch that left leg out, point that heel. And when you're ready, bend that knee up. Come back to center. Roll down. Take your hands and pull that leg up. Stretching the left heel straight out. Awesome. All right, bring that left foot leg up, knees up. Now this last move, we're going to bring both feet up. Now you may or may not be interested in doing this. I need to get together here, sorry. But do the best you can. So you can bring your hands out to the side. And you can also bend your knees, okay? So just do what works best for you, because bending your knees is going to give you more support to start with. Then as you get stronger, more flexible, you will be able to lift your legs up. Again, take hold of your block, get your support wherever it is that you need it. And exhale, come over towards the side. We're going to do both feet off to the side, keeping our legs straight or bent. It's not easy. Are you ready? Let's breathe in, and you can always bring up one foot and then the other. Come over to the other side. And if you get over there and you can hold it, you can exhale, come all the way down. Whoa. Sorry, got into my plants. Very similar to what we were just doing, but you can keep your legs out or you can keep them bent with your arms both out to the side. And breathe in, bring up one leg and then the other. And bring hands down into the side, bend your knees. Hold them again. And you can sit and hold in this position until you find a release. Sometimes I recommend, 3 minutes or so. And wiggle your feet if you need to. And bring your feet down. And turn yourself over towards your side to come up into your most comfortable seated position. This is the most correct way to come up from a lying down position. Very easy on your spine, which is what we're wanting. All right, so that is your day 9 work with your back and a little bit of fascia. And just remember, in order to actually get into the fascia, we want to hold for 30 seconds to, possibly up to 3 minutes. I like to count with breaths. So just increase your breaths and go as much as your body will allow at any given time. Every day is different. Some days you may feel more flexible than others. And so just honor that. So next time we meet, we will be in our final day 10 of your flexibility challenge. The day 10, we will do a full sequence. So I will choose several different shapes and poses from each day that we will pull together all at once and have a full sequence. So once you have gone through all of the poses and have worked with them a little bit, then you can combine them together and make your own yoga practice. So have an awesome, wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Day 10 coming right up. Namaste.